So for me, I had struggled with depression for so long. You know, I mean, crippling depression.
Can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs and little tape recorders. I mean, those micro.
Jaguar Wright has been very vocal about Diddy and his association, and now it seems another big name is being brought up in conjunction with him, Will Smith. And what she has accused them of is something truly horrific.
Their good friend who...
Bilal told me, Jaden, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith, Jaden, he Neat Mills, and you know it, Bilal. Now I don't give no how far in the desert you run. You'll go from a Philly nigga to a sand, they'll still get you.
He's Philly though, Jay. It's Philly.
You know, he Meek Milk. As far as I'm concerned, he Meek Milk. I ain't calling him Mill no more, that's milk. That's Meek Milk. Added to the honeycomb. You got a meal.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story, that could have happened?
Of course, everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pantown. And all these black running around marrying these sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fag. Go get you. Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants? Who wants that? Who jealous of that? Bunch of whack too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a get for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's f***ing a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you bitches. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories.
And Jaguar isn't the only one who has brought up Diddy and Will Smith's links before. Keefe D has something shocking to say a few years ago.
Yeah, it was Jada Pickett. Well,
you saying that, you saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was the Illuminati. It's just weird. I know I wouldn't want to be part of it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from the old school, dude, and that shit wasn't really tolerated with my generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hate crime, yes, but it's more tolerated these days and nothing like that. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more open now, you know what I'm saying? But back then it was kind of fishy, you know what I'm saying? Still kind of fishy, you know, but it's more, you know, out there now.
The incident y'all had with Warren G and Kid Frost, tell me about that, my man.
Okay, Kid Frost had gave a party at the House of Blues. One of our big homeboys wanted to go with us, you know what I'm saying? So he went with us and he said, ooh, you got fun. So one of Kid Frost's homies still on my big homie.
And this doesn't seem like good news for Will Smith because Diddy has just been raided. And if Gene Deal is to be believed, he kept tapes of everything.
Jay's speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side and say, yo, well, you say that your man, I heard you on TMZ say that he never did this and he never did that, but ain't this you? If those pictures or those films or anything like that exists. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do. So, of course, I don't believe that none of the people who are his celebrity friends is gonna speak or say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really got.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
Lil Rob said in his affidavit that Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, yo, bruh, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs and little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. So by them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men, woman on woman, man on man, all kind of crazy shit. Bruh, they just wondering who or when they're gonna let this stuff be known. But not only celebrities, I don't think it's only celebrities gonna be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there. Hallelujah. That's crazy.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statements are true, they got him. They got tapes and stuff.
It's no wonder all of this affected Jaden so badly. Just have a look at all the struggles he had growing up.
I love Justin Bieber, that's just a fact.
Well, talk about brotherly love. You couldn't miss this moment on your feeds. Justin Bieber giving pal Jaden Smith a kiss on the cheek at Coachella.
I'm having a good time.
The now viral video shows Jaden sneaking up from behind the Biebs, grabbing his waist for a little dance, and then there's this, Justin sweetly giving his bro a kiss, something that's become the talk of the internet.
He's really just like a brother to me.
Yeah, these two go way back.
Guess who? J. Smith and JB. I got you, little bro.
That's 16-year-old Justin and 11-year-old Jaden when they collaborated on the pop star's 2010 song, Never Say Never.
I think that it's cool to just collaborate with people who you know.
Which was also the theme song for Jaden's film, The Karate Kid.
I've gotten to a place where I have like a core group and people who are really supporting me and encouraging me. And I never had that before. You know, I never created those type of relationships. So now it feels like I have so much.
I honestly just love him and like what he's doing, like, and the amount of change he's been able to make in the world is just insane. Life is hard, you know, we all go through things, you know what I'm saying? But the difference between other people is that no one knows about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really difficult for people like Justin, for me, for all types of people in the limelight.
Justin and Jaden clearly unapologetic about the bond they've created over the years.
On Thailand's The Woody Show, and during the interview, Papa Smith planted a wet one right on Jaden's lips.
When we said we wanted to bring him to the table, I was like, well, what do you want to talk about? He said, mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
The magic kind, of course.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith joins his mom, Jada Pinkett Smith, and grandma, Adrienne Banfeld Norris, on Red Table Talk. And they're talking magic mushrooms, people.
But since it's my mom, it's like, you know, it's my mom. We're working together.
On the latest episode of the Facebook Watch series, the fam talks about the plant medicine that some say is a miracle treatment for mental health.
I was introduced to plant medicine 10 years ago to deal with my depression, and it knocked it out.
Something Jada says she can speak to from personal experience.
What it does, unlike just going to therapy and putting people on Prozac, right? Which I did that too.
Which that is not successful for so many people.
And that's the thing. So for me, I had struggled with depression for so long. You know, I mean, crippling depression. So the thing about the plant medicine is that not only does it help you feel better, but it helps you solve the problems of how you got there in the first place.
As for Jaden, he says recent studies that touted mushrooms as one of the most significant advances in treating depression over more traditional antidepressants inspired his use of psychedelics.
Jaden Smith has been in the public eye since he was very small. The young kid made his film debut at the early age of 7, alongside his famous father, Will Smith, in the feature film, The Pursuit of Happiness. Smith then pursued his own profession, experimenting with acting, music, and fashion. Most notably, he appeared in the 2010 adaptation of The Karate Kid and the short-lived television series, The Get Down. Smith confesses that he never had a normal childhood, similar to how his sister Willow Smith has spoken about her childhood problems. In fact, when Jaden Smith was only 15 years old, he decided he'd had enough of his luxurious life and surprised his parents by requesting freedom. Jada gave her then 15-year-old son permission to emancipate himself. However, Smith did not file the paperwork. He recognized that life under his parents' roof was wonderful, but also free. Diddy, meanwhile, was recently accused of sexual assault by Rodney Jones. Combs' former producer and cinematographer filed a federal lawsuit against the mogul, claiming Combs sexually abused, drugged, and intimidated him. This is something Diddy is notorious for.
But I want to go back to this lawsuit, right, by Cassie. She claims that, she hid out at a friend house in Florida after, Diddy put hands on her. And she said that she was tracked down by a guy named James Cruz, the president of Bad Boy Management. You know anything about that?
James Cruz and Hard Pierre always been Diddy's flunkies, especially Hard Pierre. That's why he's being sued right now too by one of his assistants and stuff like that, because I guess he learned from his boss. But James Cruz used to work for 50, but he worked for Diddy first. So them niggas was always scumbuckets, man.
Right. But speaking of Harvey Pierre, how do you feel about him getting accused of sexual assault?
Like I said, anything that has to do with those sexual assaults, those people have to prove that. But are they capable? Yeah, they're capable. Look at the atmosphere. They in the music industry, they in the music business. They set up those type of, they learn the tricks of the trade. For instance, guys don't put those pills that they get to the girls in the champagne bottles because they popping them in front of them. Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them. And they trying to keep their eyes on it because they don't want to get no kind of drugs put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice. They done put the pills and the stuff in there, the roofies, the X, all whatever they put it in the juice. Now, those girls who like the mixed drinks, you understand what I'm saying? They gonna pour their own back because they don't understand it ain't in the bottles, it's in the juice. Those guys, they learn that and they put it to those girls who don't know no better.
The complaint also alleges that Jones, as Combs' videographer, secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The suit charges criminal behavior such as acquisition, solicitation of sex workers, giving laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Cuba Gooding Jr. is also named in the suit as a major offender.
Right, I got you. But looking at this lawsuit, right, Little Rod, he alleges that, Diddy, he'll put his hands on him. But, when he'll put his hands on him, he'll disguise it as horseplay. But he felt like Diddy was trying to groom him, in a sense.
Well, with the horseplay situation, I used to see him do that with certain women. You understand? When he was mad, upset, or he was too old for this, but he would do that play fighting shit. You understand? So I can imagine him play fighting with Lil Rod, because a lot of people can say what they want to say about Diddy. He got a knuckle game. He will fight you. You know what I'm saying? You his size, you understand something like that? Around your size, something like that, he would fight you. He had a knuckle game. He wasn't that dude that like people try to say he was some old scared ass nigga. Nah, he would fight you. You understand? So I could see with a person like Lil Rod, he probably was roughing him up, grabbing him, groping him, you know what I'm saying? Acting like he playing with him, but he actually want him to do what he want him to do. So, like I said before, that shit he did in the past. So when I read it from Lil Rod, I see he's doing the same shit he's doing in the future. He used to play fight with the pillows, like the pillow fight, that dumb shit like that. That's kid shit to me. But if that's the way they do, that's the way they do. You understand? He used to do it with Kim all the time.
So the horseplay was his way of grooming you in a sense.
Well, that grooming, that's some new shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't call it grooming back then. That his horseplay was a way of letting you know I could really hurt you if I wanted to. You get it? I could really hurt you. And that's what that kid probably felt. Yo, why he doing me like that? Oh, he just playing with you. No, he was letting you know, if I turn this up, I could really hurt you.
And that was his way of trying to get you to be submissive to him.
Right. He's letting you know, he's putting into your mind, listen here, bro. He's trying to put in his mind, we're playing now. But if I really want to turn this stuff on you, it's on. You ain't got no wins. So that kid is feeling, yo, listen here. In his mind, if you read the documents, in his mind, he was so scared that when he went to other people in the camp and said, why did he treat me? Why did he doing this and doing that? They said, oh, he just playing with you because he love you. He like you. He was trying to put that, instill that fear in you that he had in you.
Also, alleging that he met Cuba Gooding Jr. through Diddy on Diddy Yacht. And it even got to a point where he started touching him on his, upper inner thigh near his groin, according to him.
Did you see the picture?
Nah, I didn't get to see it, but
Oh my God. Yo, listen to me, man. I don't know if it was what they call it when you take two pictures and they put it together and stuff like that. What they call it when they put the pictures together and it don't belong together, but they put it together. Whatever.
Side by side.
Yeah, whatever they call that. Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady. That's how close he was to him. And then his hands all on his leg and everything. It was crazy, bro. I don't even believe that. So when you see Cuban Gooding fighting a case here in New York, when he said the girl was saying that he was groping her and everything like that, I'm glad they didn't show that picture at his trial. Because he would have been guilty. That's how close he was to that kid, man.
So you seeing on pictures, do you believe his claims?
Yeah, I believe his claims. Somebody put something in Cuban Gooding Jr. ear that this was fresh meat or see can you break them, or see can you do something.
In April, a woman filed a separate lawsuit against Combs' son, Christian Combs, alleging that the 26-year-old and on a boat hired by the music mogul in December 2022. The lawsuit also names Combs as a defendant. Grace O'Marque accused the rapper of aiding and abetting his son, claiming that he is culpable as the charterer of the yacht. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.